Here we are on the new swing shoot golf club, and what we'll discuss is the draw and the fade part 1. So, a few questions here is, how would I hit the ball straight? I would say that's probably the hardest shot to hit in golf, and it can create a lot of errors. So we all strive for that perfection, but if we try and hit the ball straight, we have a tendency to try and steal the ball and don't fully commit to the shot. We have quite a poor release and a poor action. So a straight shot is the hardest shot to hit. The golf swing is a motion of swinging the arms and let gravity do the work. So let's try and get into a position where if we try and hit something straight, then you have to be very precise. So if I was to explain the golf swing, work the club up. So basically the hula hoop action with so my swing moves inside, then back inside, then back inside again. Because the swing is on an arc, it's quite hard to hit the ball with a straight line every single time, okay? So we need to be very precise. As the swing's on an arc, impact lasts approximately 0.4 milliseconds. So if we were to try and hit the ball straight, the club face has to be 0, our swing path has to be 0, 0. So club face and swing path relationship has to be in the correct position, okay? So the small minute action of the club face through impact can create a lot of errors. So it's important to just try and get into a habit of thinking, the more I try and hit it straight, the more I have to manipulate something, which can make the strike become very futile, and there's too much manipulation of to strike the ball correctly, okay? So if you practice fades and draws, that reduces variability of both sides of ball flight finishing. As I was saying, if you're hitting draw, you have more control of your release. If you're hitting fade, you've got more control over ball flight. So if we were to get into a habit to understand both the draw and the fade have different releases, okay? So stop trying to hit straight and spraying, you create a lot of spraying angles or little spraying ball flights from a straight shot, okay? So if we can try and practice draws and fades, that will help improve our action and improve our golf as a whole. So if I was to obviously kick a football, okay? So if I was to kick a football, the inside of my foot is the club face, okay? So if I was to kick a soccer ball, or a soccer ball, do you even call it that in Scotland? A football. So if I was to kick a football, so this is the golf ball, okay? So if I was to kick a football, then I would kick the inside of the ball to get the ball to go to it. So my foot would finish right, the ball would start left, depending on where the club face is. So I'd kick the inside of the football to try and start the ball right, the ball will curve right to left. Same if I was to kick this way to hit a fade. So if I was to kick this way, my foot goes left, out in swing path, club face close to the target line but open to the swing path, ball will start left to right. It has to start left, so the club face has to be marginally closed to the target. When we draw the ball has to be back in our stance, okay? So if you were getting to a habit, so if I was to draw the ball goes back in stance, the club face looks open, but it's actually square to my target line. So it's actually square to my target line and square to my, so it's square to my path, square to the path I want to swing on, okay? But from here, what we want to do is, because we're swinging in to out, the ball will start right. Obviously the club face is slightly open to the path, but because we're swinging in to out, the curvature will make the ball apply right to left spin in the air, okay? So as I was saying, ball back, feel like that we're hitting a slight draw, so the club face is open to, if I was to get into a position where the club face, so if I was to set up to a draw, ball back in stance, obviously my feet are aiming right, my club face has to aim right of that to try and start the ball right of target. It has to be close to get into a position where I was to set up, so into a good position, and I was to try and hit a fade. So club face is close, so ball forward in stance, okay? So what this does, if the ball's forward in stance, that positions my shoulders slightly ahead of the ball. So we want to start with more weight up towards the left foot, or slightly stacked on top of the golf ball, okay? So fade, we need to feel that the club face is open. Obviously it's the same symptoms. If we try and start the ball left, we have to open the club face halfway between our starting position and the target, okay? So our feet, where we aim to start off with, that's where we want the ball to start. The club face dictates where we want the ball to finish, okay? So if I was to get into a position where my feet would aim towards the target, so my face has to be open to the path, but close to the ball to target line, okay? So it it has to be more closed. It has to be closed for a split second to start the ball left, but if the club face is obviously slightly open to the path of the ball, will curve left to right in there. Okay, it's the same. It's the polar opposite if you're hitting a draw. So ball forward, swing across the line of our feet, try and get into a habit of doing that. Okay, so examine your grip. So have you got a strong grip? Have you got a weak grip? So fade the ball forward, try and stay ahead of the ball. Feel like the path's going out to the left. Try and feel like the club face is open to the path, but close to the ball target line. And it's the same with the draw. Ball back. Get the club working from the inside. Club face should be close to. Okay. So in order for us to start the ball, curve the ball in there, we have to close the face slightly. So examine your grip. Is it a weak grip? You might open the face too much. Is it a strong grip? Then you might over-rotate your hands, which shows like the club face. If you like what you see here, comment below. And then our topics you want discussed, obviously comment them below, and I'll get the content out as soon as possible. And thanks for